So now there is now a motion being moved for the federal government to shut down schools that are charging tuition fees and other school fees in pounds and in dollars as against naira. You're talking about Nigerian schools, schools in Nigeria that are charging their school fees in pounds and in dollars. There is a move for those schools to be shut down by the federal government. Now, this proposition is being moved by the Minister of Solid Mineral Development in Nigeria. Now, I never heard that kind of ministerial position before. Like, this is my first time of encountering it. So the minister, Dr. Dele Alake, is moving that the reason why we are having a lot of inflations in Nigeria, a lot of depreciation of naira, and a lot of economic instability is because that some of the establishments that we have in Nigeria, I'm talking about schools, are collecting their tuition fees in pounds and in dollars, and these things are the things that work against the economic and the currency stability of a nation. Because before the parents or the guardians or the students will be able to pay the school fees, they will have to convert their naira into dollars or into pounds before they'll be able to now pay the school fees. And this does not just even make sense. Now, by them converting their fees from naira to dollar, so as to pay the school fees of their children or of their what, is going to be appreciating the dollar or the pounds as against depreciating and then be depreciating the naira. And this does not just make sense. That if we are in Nigeria, we should try to strengthen the Nigerian naira, the Nigerian currency. So the minister said that he intends to propose this motion to the Federal Executive Council in the next Federal Executive Council meeting that is going to be held, so that the federal government is going to take the necessary measures. So it's either the school is shut down or the school administration changes that rule of collecting their fees in dollars or in pounds, and then they will start collecting their fees in naira. Because actually, on a normal, it does not just make sense. In as much that we know, say we like dollars and we like pounds, but that does not mean that on the larger scale of it, it does not have a very deep impact against the society or against the economy of the nation. Now, in reaction to this, some persons we are like, waiting concern federal government, should be waiting concern federal government say the school are paying tax and all of that, but it does not just make sense, because their activity is actually affecting the economy negatively. So yes, it concerns the federal government. Why some persons are actually calling and supporting for that motion to be moved so that those schools should be shut down. And it's not just schools that are doing this. So we even have hotels, we have restaurants, we have a lot of businesses, a lot of establishments in Nigeria that are collecting their fees in pounds and in dollars. It does not make sense. Like, it does not just make sense. Let's just tell ourselves the truth. It does not just make sense. We cannot be in our country and then be strengthening the currency of another country as against our own currency, which is the naira. In as much that here the naira they make sense now. The inflation rate is God knows where it is right now, because the thing is fluctuating by the minute. That is just the truth. It's fluctuating by the minute. So in as much that yes, the currency, the naira currency is not actually doing well, but at least we need to do some things on our part in order to help strengthen the naira currency, and that is by doing our transactions, conducting our businesses in the naira currency, in the Nigerian currency, and by that little, we are going to be encouraging the naira and a whole lot of that. Because one of the reasons, let's just tell ourselves the truth, and this is the fact, one of the reason why the dollar and the pounds is a very strong currency is that is what is being used in international markets. If a rule now should come up, if an international rule now should come up and say that, oh, that dollar is no longer going to be the international currency for international transaction, trust me, the dollar power is going to drop. So the more we engage and transact our businesses with the naira currency, it strengthens the naira. And if we don't do that, it weakens the naira. Now, this is not just the only measure that needs to be done in order to strengthen the naira. We also have a lot of other fiscal policies and other things that needs to be done. But this is just one of the things. So that in all of this, we are still the ones that are going to benefit from it. So majority of the people are in support of minister pushing this bill, pushing this motion to the Federal Executive Council in their next meeting, so that the federal government is going to look into this and let the need to be done. But guys, what is your take in this? Forget to say adult talk. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Do you agree that those schools and other establishments, by extensions, restaurants, hotels, businesses, and all of that should be shut down unless they change to start transacting their businesses in the naira currency? I go in the comment section to wait for your thoughts. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe on those channels if you haven't. This is just T, and I'll see you in the next.